You know, the one thing I regret that day was not asking if I can peek through the door. Like, why? Hello, how you guys doing? I hope everyone's doing okay. If you just found my channel for the first time, awesome. I don't know how you found it, but welcome. I'm actually in New Orleans right now. I'm actually getting close to my destination, which will be St. Joseph Plantation. Also, I think there's two names. I don't know why there's two names, but it's St. Joseph and Felicity Plantation. But I'm heading there because one of my all-time favorite movies, Skeleton Key, was filmed there, and also 12 Years a Slave. I'm also going to try to go to two other plantations that are nearby. So crossing my fingers that I can make all of them. They all have tours, but I didn't get tickets to any of them just because I didn't know. Everything was kind of last minute for me. So let's see. Let's hope everything works out. All right, so I'm getting really, really close. It's coming up to my left over here. Oh, this is so exciting. I've always wanted to see this house. Okay. All right, almost there. Okay, so I made it. I'm gonna go into the gift shop to purchase my ticket. Here's the entrance here. So, all right. This is so exciting. All right, so I just walked in. This is so freaking cool. I'm guessing this is the gift shop here where you can purchase your ticket. I'm hoping that they still have some available for today since I didn't do it ahead of time. But it's so pretty and it's a perfect day. The weather is beautiful. It's not too hot, not too cold. This is so exciting, guys. Oh, you're gonna believe I've got to check all these out as soon as I can. All right. Ooh, Lousiana sugarcane family. Okay, so I just completely got disappointed. Okay, so the house for Skeleton Key and 12 Years of Slave is going through a renovation. They're going to be using it for a film coming up, but it's not open to the public. Like, what? I looked it up online and I swore, but anyways, but it's called Felicity Plantation, and it's close by. She said that I can still see the house from the street. So when I leave, I guess I'll try to find it and get a picture, but really, like, all right, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'm still gonna do the tour here.
The two plantations. So at Felicity was all the King's Men, and then of course the Skeleton Key and 12 Years a Slave.
Yes, I do remember.
And it was the F House in 12 Years a Slave. And then
It's the house.
that's St. Joseph there.
Okay.
Now this is Felicity here, and this was how it looked for Underground, which was a television series.
Okay.
And so you can see that's Felicity there. You can see up there. They put the stairs and completely changed the front look of the house.
Okay.
You see, that's
Yeah.
the same house as the Skeleton Key or 12 Years a Slave. They just and then they used our grounds for both of them, and also this was Underground, and they also had the remake of Queen of Roots that were filmed at both of our plantations.
Okay.
Okay. Now in the fields behind Felicity, they had Mudbound. Mudbound has been was on Netflix recently, and it was about a cotton farm and the race relations on a cotton farm after World War II. And they took our fallow sugarcane fields and planted what is it, things I'm trying to think of, hibiscus plants in pots, took the leaves off and glued cotton balls onto the hibiscus plants, and they planted them in rows, and took pictures of that, and with the miracles of motion picture, they were able to make a few rows look like a whole cotton field. So they did that for Mudbound, and then they also did it for 12 Years a Slave, and they did it for Underground also, because the house and the property represented those of the stars. Well, that would be that's Oprah, of course, of this.
Oh, this is Mudbound in here.
This is Queen Sugar, and that's Mudbound. Right. So this is done at St. Joseph, and was done at Felicity.
Gotcha.
The 12 Years a Slave. And I think we have this one too. Just little snapshots that they had taken from in the back. And they built that pavilion, and that's the one that Brad Pitt was working on in 12 Years a Slave when he met Solomon.
Okay.
And Solomon told her home, the Felicity Plantation home.
Huh.
Okay, that's a nice, good picture that you can really get an idea what it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
And that house was built for her by her parents, giving her a dowry, money in the form of a dowry.
Oh, I did read that.
And she used that money for this house to be built. Her older sister, Josephine, ends up being the owner of this plantation. So these two wealthy sisters actually lived side by side on our two.
And this one's called.
This is St. Joseph.
This is St. Joseph.
No, it doesn't. It wasn't called St. Joseph in those days.
Yeah.
In those days,
Changed
it was
the name.
called the Siano House. And then when her sister Josephine buys the plantation, it was called the Josephine House. But before the sister took over, we have another owner that's in between these two. Now, this is Dr. Kazan. And if you come right here and turn and look straight to the other side, you will see every window and door is in perfect alignment. Again, that's
Oh, wow.
for that cross ventilation. People were very small in those days.
Yeah.
And so these doors are very tall and very wide because you want to create as much airflow as possible. So Alexis and Josephine Ferry had the plantation during the Civil War years, and many plantations went under after the war. On the other side of the levee, we've acquired new land since they put these levees up after the 1927 flood. This is a sand pit that we have. They keep the channel of the river pumped. They pump sand out the bottom of the river to keep that channel open, and that's our sand pit. You can see they're working on the sand pit. But you see from it, we have it set up as a little schoolhouse, but it was originally a laundry for the plantation. If you see the mule barn there, they have a lot of old plows under the eaves that were used here on the plantation back in the days before there were farm equipment, when everything was pulled by mules. But it was very, very hard work. But if you look beyond the mule barn, you can see some little buildings further out on the property.
Yeah.
Okay, those are original slave cabins in their original position. Okay, now across the parking lot, we do have slave cabins, and those were originally back there, and through the years they were moved up. Some of those were the ones that were used in some of the filming on the property, the slave cabins.
Okay.
And then we actually use wallpaper of the highest, finest wallpaper imported from France and Germany and Italy. But after the Civil War, a different lifestyle, you didn't have that kind of money. Money was very tight. So as the wallpaper came down off the walls, they painted. They replaced it with paint because paint's a lot cheaper. But this wallpaper went up about 28 years after the house was built. And for some reason it has stayed on these walls. So what you're looking at is original wallpaper applied to these walls by the slaves when they built Miss Josephine her interior steps around 1857, 1858. You can get a better picture downstairs.
Okay, so
It
the
was
one right over here?
the one between the trees. Yeah, that's why I'm saying you can see better when you get downstairs. When they show it, when the season is, you know, being shown, it's came on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock Central. So it'd be 10 o'clock Eastern, and you know, depending on where your base is.
And what's it called again? So I don't
It's
forget.
called Queen Sugar.
Queen Sugar.
Yeah. And there are 3 siblings, and the boy, the guy, the male sibling, his name is Ralph Angel, and that's Ralph Angel's house.
Okay.
So, like I said, it's in production. Season 3 is in production right now.
Okay.
Do you have sometimes if you have access to Contour or one of those things, you can go back and find some. These are the slave steps right here. You can see how old and worn these steps are. And this is brick between posts, that brick at Entrepot. You can see where everything was hit by the slaves to chop up the board, so as they applied the plaster would have something to grip on too. Now you can see the as marks right here. In other words, this piece of plaster would have been held by one of those marks of a. You see how that would grab there, and there's a thick layer and a finer finishing layer. And sometimes you can see the little hair sticking out. Let's see if I can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, can you see the little hair sticking out?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's horsehair and mule hair. So they clip the animals and use that as a bonding agent. These hairs are from animals that lived 200 years ago. Okay? Now, all you build...
Voodoo dolls. And there's that brick dust that they talk about in the movie in Skeleton Key. Alright, so I just finished the tour, and I don't know, I guess I have that look on my face that people feel sorry for, because she talked to her husband and he's going to walk me over to the house so I can at least get a closer shot. I won't be able to go inside, but I mean, that's freaking awesome. I don't think this was used for anything that I know. There's a good shot of it. Right, like you wanted more out of it?
You wanted a sequel, you know, and it just, but we never heard back from him, so, because it was popular, and it's still on HBO. HBO runs it pretty often, you know, they still have it, yeah, so. But the house was actually white. It's more creamish now. They did that for roots. They painted it for roots, and so it's more kind of a creamish color, but that's the house.
And you know, do you remember that scene? She was telling me about this scene with the pond.
Oh yeah, in the back. I'll show you that.
They built that, right?
Yeah, they built that in the back. And we couldn't keep it because the snakes, it attracted the snakes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Well, not necessarily in this area because of the activity, but you got to really watch any water that sits around. The snakes, you got to be careful, you know.
And then what was the other thing that was built right next to the house? I guess the roof when the
they had a little sod, a patio sort of thing, a little porch thing, and that's where the older lady who was in the movie broke her arm. She slipped it down.
Yeah, she was great in that movie, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was really something. Kate Hudson, actually, there was a lady who was out here that was supposed to take Kate Hudson's place when she climbed up to that top window on that corner up there in the movie, and she said, "Nope, I'm doing it," and she did it. We were out here when the garage, believe it or not, was right here. So I'm not gonna look too far because I'm sure it's full of nails. These trees here, you'll notice that in the movie they came right through these trees, right through the middle of these trees. Yeah.
Okay, it just looks a little different though, but this is when she drives in her little Volkswagen. Oh, that's right. I actually have a picture on my phone.
That was a neat little thing. They had actually a camera mounted on that little back of that little Volkswagen. And
really?
It was really neat the way they had it, yeah. They actually hit 3 of them.
Let me see if I can get a good shot.
Yeah, sure. Take your time.
Thank you. I'll get back up a little bit. Look at that. Oh, that's better. So going into that house, this doesn't look like this. So this might be a different plantation here, but I'm not sure about that. this pretty much looks like that. The fence is no longer there. I don't know if that was put for the movie or not. There's the house right there.
And I think, I want to say 15 rooms in the movie. 2 bathrooms, it's very small.
Wow.
But the rooms are big. The downstairs has pretty much been renovated now. The men are still, that's why we can't take many people in because it's still dangerous. The men are still working upstairs, and some of the plaster, which has been here from the beginning of it, is beginning to fall. Now that attic scene, and we kept the attic just as it was in the movie. So
You did?
if we, luckily, which I keep, I could take you up there, you would recognize it.
So it
very
would be
easily.
it would be
Is
this
that
one?
first window over there where she
Wow.
she's on the screen as well. What happened? We were here for the original filming of that particular scene, and the director and the producer, like I say, they were just good people, friendly people and stuff. So they wanted to do a practical joke on it. So they took somebody found a snake back there, and they took a snake and stuck it behind that door. When she opened that door, it was scary to start off with that scene. If you remember that scene,
Yes.
that snake was right there. She like died.
Oh, no.
She could have killed him. So, but anyway, this was their home, you know. So that's an old kitchen.
This one over here?
Yeah, originally, but they made it a laundry room, and that was the old kitchen. Yeah, originally the kitchen, because they didn't want to have cooking in the house because the danger was fire.
Okay.
So they always wanted to make sure that that they had the fire away from the house. So that fire caught, I don't know if that's them. You can see after they go up and what torch it is. That was the house, so it was actually burning. It was a bad fire. These are some of the buildings that they recently built for the movies, and like I say, they build them just for the movies. And
These were built for the movie?
yeah, this place here was built for the movies. That was built for
Was that the shed then?
Mudbound. We could go in
Oh,
there.
Mudbound.
Mudbound,
Now that's a movie?
yeah. Yeah.
I've never
Yeah,
even
it's
heard
getting,
of
it's
it.
getting ready to come out. It hasn't come out yet.
Oh,
I
it
think
hasn't
it's
come
in
out
June.
yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
it'll be out in
okay.
June, yeah.
So this was used for Mudbound.
But you can see what happens. I mean, they don't use anything that lasts. That building's only 2 years
Yeah.
old. It's already falling apart, you know. It's a shame because the work they do,
I know,
but
they
do it
work
fast.
really
I
hard.
mean, they really do it fast, you know. And so, but I'll show you. It's amazing what they do with some of the materials. They make it look so real. You would think that would be
wow.
real brick.
Yeah,
That
but
brick
it's
is only
not.
like this thick. It looks like real brick,
awesome.
but it's not, you know.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So this was actually in the movie, I think a doctor's office and a residence. So,
I'm gonna definitely check that movie out then.
yeah, Mudbound. Yeah.
Maybe it was
yeah,
in there.
Yeah.
Now that shed that Kate Hudson put the old guy in, remember like she put it was like towards the end of the
Yeah,
movie?
that's the one that actually burnt down.
Oh, that's the one that burnt
Yeah,
down?
yeah, they used one part of it. You would never recognize it as being the same, but that was the shed out. And I think they may have used the shed out here as well. I get confused because so many movies going back and
Oh, I
forth.
bet.
And I wasn't here for all of them, so because some of them we participated in stuff to the house to make it look so different. You know,
Right here they build a porch, she said?
Yeah, right.
Now
right
I have to watch the movie.
porch was
'cause-
all the way across here. All the way across up above those windows.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I get home, I'm gonna watch it again. I am.
Well, you'll recognize the house for sure.
Here's the
Stock's taking a
backyard.
month maybe. He's
The
pretty
guy
far
told me
gone.
that the porch,
His
well, you
wife's
can't see
having
it
kind of
now,
a rough time with it.
but where they're standing at right now, that porch was put for the movie. It's no longer there.
Violet, you have a visitor.
So I really want to thank the owners of St. Joseph and Felicity. Thank you so much to the husband and wife. I will get your names and I will write it down. If you're ever in New Orleans, by the way, drive over here to St. Joseph Plantation and do the tour because it's awesome. These people are so sweet, so kind. Hello again. So I drove about 5 minutes to Oak Alley Plantation, And this plantation, yes, I'm going to be reading Ghost Hunters, Beyonce's Deja Vu video, music video was filmed here. Night Rider in 1978, Interview with a Vampire, and Primary Colors. I'm pretty sure that there's more other films that were filmed here, but I wrote down like the top ones that I thought were cool. So, but anyways, this place is huge. I bought a ticket. I'm gonna go broke, but anyways, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of the exhibit here. The main house where they use a lot of the filming for movies and the music video for Beyonce. I have a tour for that at 4:30. I don't know what time it is right now, but anyways, here we are. Alright, so I just wanted to get a good view of this for you guys. This is kind of like the entrance. I'm going to turn around in a second, but right behind me is the house that they use in Interview with a Vampire, Deja Vu music video of Beyonce, whatever else I said before, but that's the house. And I have a ticket here. I'll be doing a tour in a little bit here, but I'm gonna go all the way back there for that photo op. Alright, it's time for the tour, so I'm about to walk up. But in that music video, Beyonce's music video, I want to say she was dancing here and in front of the house. I would have to look at the video again, but I'm pretty sure I saw her dancing right in front of these trees here. Look at this view, isn't that gorgeous? This is the dining table. So I just finished the tour for Oak Alley Plantation, the house. I just talked to the lady, and not much was filmed inside the house. I think the only thing that they did film inside was a movie called Midnight Baju. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. And Ghost Hunters. So Ghost Hunters, they used the inside of the house, obviously, because there's ghost activity. And but everything else, Interview with a Vampire. I actually have a list here that they gave me with the list of everything. So Days of Our Lives, the soap opera, was filmed here. The Long Hot Summer, Dixie Changing Habits. Okay, you know, I never pay attention. That's why I'm always falling. Did I miss anything? Young and the Restless was also filmed here. So, cool. By the way, these oak trees here have been here for 200 years. So I am now in Evergreen Plantation. I don't think I'll be able to get in here. They might have already be closed, but you can see the house right from here, from the fence. And this house here was used for the movie Django with, what's his name? Oh my god, I forgot his name. Jamie Foxx. Jeez. Anyways, but this is really pretty. Let me show you. So look how pretty. There's like a little statue right there. Yeah. So this is the house that was used for Django. So pretty. Yeah, okay. I'm here again. And I don't know, there's all these other houses over there. But obviously Obviously this is all closed off right now. I don't know, I didn't look this up, Evergreen Plantation. I didn't look it up to see if they do tours, but I'm sure they do. Let me see, what does this say? Oh yeah, tours Monday through Saturday, 11:30 to 2 p.m. Oh, okay. So yeah, so they don't, I missed a tour for today. Unless they're still open. I didn't see an entrance though, which was weird. But, sorry. There it is. Oh, it's so pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not sure where my next location is going to be, but that's always the exciting part, isn't it? Alright, well you guys take care.